will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Rebels offense will have the football first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, the defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Grabbed over the middle, it's Beal. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Rebels are on the move.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Give to the back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the well. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They boot it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Cornhuskers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Cornhuskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Shows him the stiff arm. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Huskers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Here we go, set.
They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Power football with the run. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Got it in the middle, it's Beal. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Offense in the hurry-up. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
They're going to ride this running back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Huskers ready to go back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Dave?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He wants to change this route.
Here we go, here we go.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Catch in the middle, it's Barney. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pulls it in, it's Barney.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker, it's Barney. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Back to pass. Caught near the sticks, it's Hunter. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. And the Huskers look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hunter. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. They're working that left side. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Release to the back. Got his man. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's the pressure. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Just a short pass to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Cornhuskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll give it to the back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Let's go.
To throw, it's Raiola. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Spits it out to the back. And they're not on the same page there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so...
Touchdown, Husker! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, back to the sea of red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Finds his tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Huskers are in the hurry-up. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
The Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He wants it all. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The Cornhuskers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Fires toward the target. He caught it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Looking for a push on 4th down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska! precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds.
Set, ready.
To the ground with the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
After your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Here's the handoff. And they swarm him under.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Gets it out quickly. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st and 10 from the 38. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Takes the easy one to the back. And the Rebels will have a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Under fire. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, it's just a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Huskers ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the first down, looking for more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Huskers in the hurry up. They'll leave it with him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. He'll set up to throw. Here comes the heat. It's caught. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming.
Here we go.
The give to the back. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. On the ground. Touchdown, Husker! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 2 to Western Michigan. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On fourth down, the defense dials up the blitz. You just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless, and you know that you're...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Looking to get it in. The Huskers want to crank the tempo. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Husker! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's Flowers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Now this offense is back on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He'll keep it himself. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch at the 45. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. To the air. It's Raiola. Lets it go to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Trying to pound it in. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Flowers. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Under fire. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really...
Looking for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, Lil Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, habit, what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
Go for 2. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Firing to the right, complete. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
Nebraska. 61 Coyotes 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. He's into the open down the middle. Inside the 30. The 10. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update. What else is happening in college football this weekend? The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The UConn offense and defense have complemented themselves very nicely today, and this fan base always travels well. All of those factors could equal a big-time road win. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UConn. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. To the air, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Sends it downfield. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Still running at the 40. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Trying to escape and get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.